The women's semifinals delivered two very different stories, but both confirmed one thing. Experience and consistency still matter most at this stage of a Grand Slam. With the Rod Laver Arena atmosphere building and a spot in the final on the line, the pressure was high from the first ball. One match was about pure dominance and rhythm, the other about control, patience, and handling key moments better. By the end of the night, the final was set, and it promises power, intensity, and very little margin for error. Aryna Sabalenka once again proved why Melbourne has become her favorite hunting ground. The world number one defeated Alina Svitolina 6-2, 6-3 in a match she controlled from start to finish. From the opening games, Sabalenka imposed her pace, hitting heavier and deeper than Svitolina, and refusing to let the rallies settle. Her serve was solid, her return aggressive, and she constantly looked to step inside the court and take time away from her opponent. Svitolina tried to vary the rhythm, using height and angles, but Sabalenka was reading everything well and rarely looked uncomfortable. The Belarusian was especially strong on the important points, converting her chances efficiently and never allowing Svitolina to build real momentum. With this victory, Sabalenka becomes only the second woman in history to reach 4 consecutive Australian Open finals, and this will be her 7th Grand Slam final in a row, a remarkable achievement that underlines her dominance over the last 2 seasons. As expected, there was no handshake at the net. Svitolina, who is Ukrainian, has consistently chosen not to shake hands with players from Russia or Belarus, and this moment followed that same pattern. It was handled calmly and without drama, and both players quickly moved on. From a tennis perspective, Sabalenka was simply too much on the day, too powerful, too confident, and too consistent. Elena Rybakina delivered another statement performance in Melbourne, defeating Jessica Pegula 6-3, 7-6 in a semi-final that demanded patience, discipline, and mental strength. From the opening games, Rybakina imposed herself with her serve, consistently earning free points and preventing Pegula from settling into her usual rhythm. Her first serve percentage was key, allowing her to control the start of rallies and dictate with her flat, penetrating ground strokes. Pegula fought hard and showed why she has become such a reliable presence in the latter stages of Grand Slams. She read the game well, absorbed pace, and tried to extend rallies, especially in the second set, where she increased her aggression and began stepping into the court on returns. There were moments when Pegula looked close to turning the match, particularly when she applied pressure late in the set, but Rybakina stayed composed and refused to panic. The tiebreak highlighted the difference between the two on the biggest points. Rybakina remained calm, trusted her patterns, and found depth when it mattered most, while Pegula leaked a few unforced errors under pressure. It wasn't a flashy win, but it was an extremely professional one, the kind of performance that shows a player is ready for a Grand Slam final. The Australian Open final sets up one of the most compelling rivalries in women's tennis right now. Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina bring similar weapons to the court: massive serves, clean ball striking, and the ability to finish points quickly. But they use them in slightly different ways. Sabalenka arrives with momentum and history on her side, having reached 4 straight Australian Open finals and 7 Grand Slam finals in a row, a level of dominance that speaks for itself. Rybakina, however, has looked extremely solid throughout the tournament, rarely dropping her level and showing impressive emotional control. She doesn't rely on power alone. Her court positioning and shot selection have been excellent, especially in pressure situations. That calm presence could be crucial against Sabalenka, who plays with higher intensity and emotional energy. The head-to-head favors Sabalenka 8-6, but their matches are almost always tight and physical, with small margins deciding the outcome. If Sabalenka serves well and controls the forehand exchanges, she will be difficult to stop. If Rybakina can neutralize the serve and drag Sabalenka into longer rallies, the balance could swing quickly. This final has all the ingredients for a classic: power, tension, and 2 players who fully believe they belong at the top. That's what Day 12 of the Australian Open delivered. Who do you think is going to win the Australian Open final? If you enjoy the summary, leave a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.